This is bizarre.
He gets the first question. I get the
The first question.
I don't know if you would think that you had your best stuff today, but the fact that you were able to grind it out through 6 innings against a lineup that can be pretty scrappy. They're not going to punch out a ton of times. What were you guys relying on, you and Trav, today to really get you through those innings?
Later in the game, it was really my curveball, and they started to sit on a little bit and make some really good swings. Obviously, credit to Duvy on making that play in the sixth there. Michael Taylor took a really good swing and went oppo on a curveball, and Duvy playing the sky and the wall, being able to go back and really just make that catch. Obviously really big, needed it going into extras, and that would have put them ahead. So just grind, trying to mix speeds, working well with Travie, and trying to just trust my defense. And really with that, lucky to come away with 1 run, and ideally was just trying to keep us as close as possible, especially after giving up that 1 run there. So just keep it close and know that these guys are going to pull through in the end.
Duvall has really struggled. How nice was it to see him make both that play and then to get that walk-off like that?
Oh, I mean, you knew it was a matter of time. Duvy's a hell of a player. He's been one for a long time, and everyone goes through rough stretches, but he comes to the field with the same attitude every day. He works his tail off, and to be able to have a game where he makes a really big catch in the sixth, and even that play that he made on that ball that went right behind him into the gate, just being able to kind of knock that down a little bit, and playing it, throwing it in, and keeping it to a triple. And then obviously just staying inside and putting a really good swing on a ball and winning the game. So hoping that gets him going a little bit, because when he gets hot, he's one of the best hitters in the game.
What do you see from Kelly here these last couple of weeks, since he moved into that leadoff spot?
Aggressive, really balanced. He takes a ton of really balanced swings, and he puts together really good professional at bats. He's not getting cheated. If he strikes out, you got to earn it. But he's willing to go the other way to hit the single, and he's been putting really good swings on it and being able to lift balls out of here. So he's been, since he got moved to that leadoff spot, it's really, to me, it just seems like he's trying to get on base, and he's obviously been extremely hot here over the last couple weeks.
What kind of energy is he bringing? I mean, you see him, I don't know if you saw it, there in the first inning, but when he comes around first, he yells to the dugout. What kind of energy does he bring this club?
He's fiery. He's a competitor. He expects a lot out of himself, and he's extremely talented. So when he gets going and lets himself, not try to do too much and stays within himself to be able to just let his ability play. I mean, you see what he can do. He was playing corner outfield. Now he's playing a really good center field. Makes some really great plays. He always puts a really accurate throw defensively, and then he's been putting together really good at bats. Willing to go the other way. Running into some balls, but he showed that he's a really good complete player, and he's been playing extremely well.
This may be stupid, but we see the pitching matchup, and there's a lot of hype in it. You and Paul, do you take anything into a pitching matchup like that? Not necessarily. At the end of the day, I'm not going up against the other pitcher. I'm going against the other lineup. So that runs are probably going to be at a premium, and that you really have to try to hold the other side to a couple runs, and just got to figure out how to do it. It's as far as going up against another pitcher. It's not like I'm in 2021 where you're going up and you're hitting against them. So it's a little different.
Who would win who's going to win a batting title? It's you versus Skenes hitting. You still got him?
Oh, he can hit a little bit, can't he? He hit in college.
Allegedly.
I don't know. I'm confident in myself. I'll say me. I'll say me.
Oh, boy.
Awesome. Thanks, guys.
Well, we asked you about Duvy before the game.
I just thought of that when I sat down here.
How good did it feel to see him do that?
No, it was awesome. It's great. I know, guarantee it felt a lot better to him than did me, but that was big.
How about for Kelly, you see that energy that he brings coming around first base there in the first thing? What does that just show you how much fun he's having?
Yeah, no, I mean, he's doing good. When you're doing good, you have fun. When you're going bad, you don't have so much fun. But he's swinging the bat really well, and it's good to see. Really good to see.
He made that catch in left center that looked like he almost stumbled and then still made it, then almost hit another one out. It was a hell of a day for Kelnick.
Yeah, no, it was really good. He's just been having really, really good at bats. He's getting 2 strikes a lot of times and then still getting walks. He's not chasing a lot like he was earlier, and so it's always nice to see a young guy when they kind of start maybe figuring things out.
How about the awareness that Daysbell showed there to cover and make that tag?
Yeah, it was great. Travis, that was a great little feed right there because, it was perfect. It's placed perfectly. Colin can talk to that more than me, but, when you're coming in to cover the plate, there's a lot going on right there in a short period of time. And they both, Travis getting the ball and getting it to him in a really good spot, and, Daysbell holding on to the ball. It's great. Good for him.
We've seen a few PFPs today from pitchers. From starter all the way through everyone.
Yeah.
Felt like they had to make a big play in the field. How proud are you to see these guys this far into the season? I know you don't get a ton of PFP work over the course of the year.
No.
To be able to make those plays you work on so hard.
But and they do work hard on it in spring training. I've talked about that our tags in the middle of the diamond on like the running game. Walt put a lot of emphasis into that in the spring, and I told him it's an Ozzie and Arcia and all them guys. I said, this is helping us win games. But they put a lot into it. That PFP, as you know, as a pitcher, you do so much of that, you do it in your sleep, But it's good. And you know what, the guy, I think I appreciate and am proud of them because they take it serious when they do it because they understand that it can help win games.
You guys said you were looking forward to your first look at Skenes.
Yeah.
Pretty much what you expected.
Well, I didn't expect anything. I think both starters had to really grind through this game today. And they both just kept pitching. And it was, it kind of lived up to the hype, I think. It was a really good pitching matchup between 2 very good pitchers. And I'm nothing but impressed with the Skenes kid. He's the way he just keeps pitching and uses his assortment. And, he's an impressive guy, that's for sure. And looked like a first-year guy to me. He got a lot of confidence, and Max had to, like I said, they both were grinding, and it was good. It was a good ball game. It's kind of what we thought it would be, and glad we came out on top.
They had a couple of runners on a few times against Max, and he made big pitches and pitched to contact when he needed to.
No, yeah. You can say that for the other guy, too.
Yeah.
We had him on the ropes a couple times, and he made pitches, and kind of what those kind of guys do. Like Max had to grind through. I remember, if I'm not mistaken, that was the last one, and he's got that innate ability to, he kind of gets it when the things start, that inning gets long or whatever. He's got a way of reaching back and getting a good ending in it. And even, today, it's he probably realized he was on his last hitter when he got him out. So, that's what winning pitchers do.
Back to Kelnick for just a second. Do we make too much of it that the success he's having is moving to the leadoff spot?
I'm sorry?
On Jared, do we make too much of it that the success he's having of late is the move to the...
No, I don't think so. I think it's kind of a big deal when, you got a guy run around, 9 and then you jump him to 1. It's a lot of responsibility you're putting on a kid, and he's responded really, really well, which is a really good sign of the player himself.
Those guys, 2-part. One, when he had the wild pitch, did you think that he scored initially when you saw the play live? And the second part is, going back to the Chicago game, you had a 1-run loss, 1-0 loss at Chicago. How big was it for the team not to kind of put their heads down and keep grinding and then come out today and get a win like they had today?
Did you think
I just can't hear. I got ringing in my ears and everything. That's why I'm.
The play was initially safe.
Yeah, I actually thought he looked out. Honestly, on the play, I thought I was like, holy cow! I didn't expect him to be, but when I watched the play in real time, I thought he was out.
And then how big is it to come back and get this win after the 1-0?
No, I think it's big. I think it's big, because we're struggling to score runs, and, we did last night, but then, we had really good pitching against us. They got a nice, really good bullpen and starters, and so I think it's big to win a game like you said. We lost 1-0 2 days ago, so I think this is big to win this one 2-1.
Thanks, Ed.
Okay, thank you.